Alright, this is another video for 2HT and 2VT about exercise 6 from chapter 8. Now first, before I begin, I'd like to point out that there's a mistake in this exercise. It says here 46,000 liters, but it should have been 4,600 liters. Let's read the question. It says, the painter family has a prism-shaped jacuzzi in their garden. Here we can see it. This is the top view of the prism. It's 1.6 meters by 1.9 meters, and this length is 3.1 meters. And here we can see that the jacuzzi is 1.2 meters high. The first question, exercise A, is there are 4,600 liters of water in the jacuzzi. How far below the rim is the water? So we want to know, if you look in the jacuzzi, you can see that the water doesn't reach all the way till the end. There's a little space left there. Now I want to know how many centimeters is that? How many centimeters of jacuzzi do you still have left, right? There's one thing that you should know, otherwise you can't calculate anything, and that is that 1 liter is the same as 1 cubic decimeter. If you don't know that, you're going to have a bit of a problem later on. This is the front view or the top view of the jacuzzi. I'm going to make a line here, so then it's easier to calculate. If you know the formula to calculate the area of a trapezium, you can just use all the lengths over here. But if you forgot that, you can just divide it into a rectangle and a triangle over here. Yeah? This length is 1.6, this length is 1.9. That means that area is 1.6 times 1.9. That's 304, like that. And this area, first I need to figure out how much this is. Right, this whole length is 3.1, this length is 1.9. That means that this is 1.2. So this area is a half times 1.6 times 1.2. Because it's a triangle, you also have to do that a half, right? So that's 0.69. So now I'm going to write down that the area of the base, right, in this prism, this shape is called the base. When you add those two, you have 4 squared meters. Now we don't want to know the area of the base, I want to know the volume of the jacuzzi. The volume of the jacuzzi is 4 times the height, so that's 4.8 cubic meters. So now I'm going to be using this over here, but first I'm going to be going from cubic meters to cubic decimeters. So if you don't know how that goes, here's a tree. That means that for every step you have to move the point 3 places. So if we go from meters to decimeters, I get 4 and then 800, because I moved the point 1, 2, 3 places. So many cubic decimeters fit in the jacuzzi. So what we can do now is, the question says that there are 4,600. Remember that this number is wrong, right? It should be 4,600. So 4,600 out of the 4,800 liters that fit in there are in the jacuzzi. So if you want to know the total height, we can do 4,600 out of 4,800, so sort of like a fraction, and we multiply that with the height, and the height of the jacuzzi is 1.2, right? If you do that, then you know how high the water is now. So I think that's 1.15. So that means the question is, how far below the rim is the water? So you still have 5 centimeters left. So 5 centimeters below the rim. So that's how you do that. That is exercise A. Now you can see that this question is kind of difficult. Exercise B. The jacuzzi is fully tiled on the inside. Calculate how many squared meters are tiled. Okay, so let's take a look at the picture again. So the inside of the jacuzzi, so this length, and this length, and this length, and this length, they are tiled. Only the inside. That's what it says here. So we have 4 rectangles, 1, 2, 3, 4. And for each of those rectangles, we need to calculate the area. So let's do that. So over here I have some space, right? First I'm going to be calculating this length over here. So this length is 1.6, the height is 1.2, so to calculate that rectangle, you do 1.6 times 1.2. Let's calculate that in a moment. To calculate this whole length, we have to do 3.1 times 1.2, because that length was 3.1 long and 1.2 high. This length over here is 1.9 times 1.2. And then this length over here, we don't know. We have to use the Pythagorean theorem to do that. So let's take a look at this shape over here. So I want to know the length of this line. So I have 1.2 and 1.6, so I'm going to be using the Pythagorean theorem. So let's do that over here. The Pythagorean theorem of 1.2 squared plus 1.6 squared. And then you get 2. Okay, so that length is 2 meters. So we're going to be doing 2 times 1.2. Alright, so you calculate all of this, and then you add it, and then you have the answer. So instead of calculating it all step by step, I'll just tell you what the answer is. The answer is, let me see, where I have the answer. It's 14.32 square meters. Alright, so this is how exercise A and B work. But 6 is kind of a difficult exercise because it has this A here, and A means difficult. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.